That's gonna be some good eating. Y'all see that? It's gonna be delicious. Hey now, how y'all doing today? Thank you for tuning in to Soul Food Sundays. I am B, your host, and I'm the owner of Sweet Granny Bees. And you know that Soul Food Sundays is all about food, family, fun, and fellowship. So today we are coming to you with another fantastic, easy, but delicious delicacy known as green beans with potatoes. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna make green beans and potatoes. All American side. Everybody loves green beans when you make them right. Everybody loves green beans and potatoes, and I'm gonna show you how to make them really good. But it's super simple, super easy. Doesn't take any time to cook. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna show you all the ingredients, and then we just gonna jump right in. So we are gonna show you our ingredients. So of course we got green beans, and I'm using frozen green beans, but of course you can use fresh. I don't recommend the canned, so I will use either fresh or frozen. Of course, if you use fresh, you gotta wash them and pick them. Okay, we got a little hot sauce, minced garlic, onion, and garlic powder are staples. We got some Lyrus, some black pepper. We got some onions, some green onions, scallions, whatever you want to call them. We got that's a medium onion. We got our turkey parts. That's what I use to help season. And then we got chicken bouillon. Oh, it makes stuff so delicious. So delicious it makes it. So this is a staple ingredient. Do not miss that. Oh, and then we also have back here in the back hiding some bay leaves. See that? Bay leaves gives things like soups and sides and stuff like that a fantastic flavor. So don't skip out on the bay leaves. So we are back, and of course we got our libation. So this week we are drinking a Chloe Pinot Grigio. You see that? Chloe Pinot Grigio. And I'm a Pinot Grigio girl. I love Pinot Grigio. This one has a key. I like the picture on the front. It's so cute, classy. And we're gonna taste this and see where we at. So this is not bad. It's not bad. This is one of the ones I got from Aldi. My cheap wine shop, but whatever. It's not bad. I am going to enjoy it. I think it's room temperature. I'm gonna chill it and see. But we'll see. I'm gonna chill it up and tell y'all what I think about it a little later. We'll be back. Right. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, of course, is saute our veggies. You know, I'm all about sauteing the veggies. We got our green pepper and our onion. We dice it up real good. We're gonna saute it in some butter. I just use about 2 tablespoons of butter. And so we're just gonna saute. Y'all can smell it. It smells so delicious. It smells so good. We're gonna saute this up real good so we can add it to our meat mixture. So we're gonna saute for about 5 or 6 minutes or so, and then we'll be right back to show you the next steps. All right, so we are done sauteing. You see those? Good and sauteed vegetables. So we're gonna add these to the pot. You just kind of scrape all that in, and it be smelling so good when you saute stuff in butter. You can use oil too if you want to, but I like to saute mine in the butter. I do. All right, so we're gonna add that. We also had our potatoes, and we soaked these in a little bit of salt water for a while, and then we rinsed them. So we're gonna add these to the pot. We cut them in quarters. Cut them up in some quarters. Then we're gonna add our smoked turkey, and I'm using smoked turkey necks. You can use wings if you like. Whatever smoked parts you like, you can use smoked pork, but I like using smoked turkey. So we're gonna put that in. We didn't use the whole pack, only using about half. So this is gonna give it some really good flavor as well. Okay, so next we're gonna add in our green beans. And And I'm using 5 packs, so I'm making quite a bit. You don't have to use this much. And of course, the recipe will be in the description. Like so. Then you're gonna take your handy dandy wooden spoon, what I tell y'all. You're gonna kind of push that, range that down a little bit. And then you're gonna pour your water in, and you want enough water just to cover it a little bit. So this is 2 quarts, but you just want enough to cover it. You may not need all of it, or you may need a little bit more. And really, that's about enough. Come on in here so you can see where it's at. So it's like right at the top. It's not quite covering it all the way, but right at the top. So that'll be good, because these are gonna shrink down as they cook. Now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of our bouillon to the water. Not heaping tablespoons, so even tablespoons, not heaping tablespoons. Bouillon in here. Then we're gonna do 1 more. Alright. Then we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of our onion powder. 1 teaspoon of that. And then 1 teaspoon of our garlic. Even teaspoon. And then we're gonna add a teaspoon of our coarse black pepper. And we're gonna situate it down into the water. And then we're gonna put this on medium heat. And we're gonna bring it to a boil. So as it warms up and comes to a boil, it's gonna cook down a little bit, and you'll see that. I'll show it to you as it's cooking, but for the most part, and that's when we're gonna add our hot sauce too. We're gonna add a couple sprinkles of that. But I will show you as we are cooking it down. But for real, that's it, y'all. We're gonna let this cook and simmer for about 35 to 40 minutes. And then you're gonna taste it, because what I always tell you, taste your food to see if it's to your liking, and see what else you may want to add. It may be perfect, but you may want to add a little bit of something. So you got to taste your food. So we're gonna let this cook. We're gonna cover it, and then we're gonna let this cook. Now y'all see that meat? Wait till it start cooking. It's gonna be so tender. It's gonna be falling off the bone. It's gonna be delicious, delicious. You hear me? All right, so we're gonna cover it. We're gonna let this cook down, and we'll be right back to show you where we at once this cooked a little bit. All right, so it's been cooking for about 10 minutes or so. So it's slowly coming to a boil. I forgot to tell you all, I added 2 bay leaves to the pot, and again, that's just to give it some really good flavor. So we're gonna bring this to a boil, then we're gonna let it simmer. You see how it's kind of shrunk down a little bit, how the water is rising, and it's really at a point where it's covering the green beans, so you really didn't have to add any more water. So And we're gonna stir that in. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And then we're gonna let this simmer for about 10 more minutes. Ooh, look at them potatoes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's gonna be good. So we're gonna let this simmer for about 10 more minutes. And then we're gonna be back to show you our finished product. All right, we are back and our green beans are done. Y'all get in here. Look at that. Ooh. Yes, yes. We're gonna get us a little bit. Let's see what we're working with. And you know, you need green beans with whatever. We're gonna have ours probably with some meatloaf or something like that. But you can eat it with fried chicken, pork chops, meatloaf, whatever you want. Barbecue, just make it some green beans. But let's get into it and see what we're working with. Oh yeah. And it's hot. I'll play hot potato a little bit. That's good. Potatoes are seasoned. Green beans are seasoned right. Simple, super easy, pairs well. So this is perfect size. That's all how I made it. So you can make it to go with anything. Got a little kick to it because of the hot sauce and the pepper. Perfect, perfect. You hear me? I know you hear me. So thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, before I go. So we chilled our libation. And it does taste better to me cold. It made it more smooth. It has a pretty good flavor. Try it chill and see how it comes out. So, bon appetit. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you next week.